most conspicuously, the FCC has decided to bet the ranch. It's decided that it's going to go into court and argue that the internet is just like the phone system, and that that's the legal reasoning behind their assertion that they have the power to regulate it. That's a problem for a couple of reasons. One, of course, is that most of the people who have argued and pushed the FCC to regulate the internet with, like, net neutrality, argue that the internet is not like the phone system at all. It's so special. It's so different. It's so historic that we have to make sure that we have these special rules about how things move around on it. And now, those same people are going to have to double back and argue, oh no, we were kidding. It's just like the phone system, and that's the legal basis for our wanting to regulate it. That's going to be a problem in court. And then if you go look at the statute, and I printed it out off the internet, it says some pretty wild stuff. For example, it says that communications by wire or radio subject to this law may be classified into day, night, repeated, unrepeated, letter, commercial, press, and other such classes that the commission may decide to be just and reasonable. Now, look, I'm not a lawyer, which means I don't know what words mean. I only know what they say. And what this said back in 1934 when they passed the law is that there are different kinds of communication. When they talk about day and night, they're talking about communications that occur either during the day when there's a lot of traffic and there's a possibility of congestion, or communications that happen at night when there isn't a lot of traffic and a lot of congestion. Or, for example, repeated communications or unrepeated one-offs. This is the same stuff that net neutrality is about. It's like saying that it's okay to have different rules for when the internet is congested, and I want my heart monitor to go to the front of the line, and when it's not congested, and I really don't care. So the very law that the FCC is talking about using to justify making no differentiations, to enforce the rule that there'll be no differentiations among traffic on the internet, in fact, allows a justification to make those differentiations. Or, for example, in Section 202, which means as little to you as it does to me, it says that the FCC cannot allow undue or unreasonable preference or advantage to any person or class or of persons, or it can't do that without creating undue or unreasonable prejudice or disadvantage. What does that mean? It means that you can make distinctions among classes of users so long as they're not undue, not unreasonable, not prejudicial, so long as they're fair.